It's perfect because I said to myself, if I cannot have my home Romeo and Juliet, Olive and Adam in reality, I might as well just be watching this Neptune video. I didn't have all this love story when I was in secondary school. It was back in the days. Then in Nigeria, your parents will be like, I sent you to school, you're talking about a guy. I sent you to school, you're talking about this. So, but now to see these beautiful couples, I was just like, I didn't get to do this, but it's so nice to watch. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Well, hello YouTube. Hi guys, how is everyone? Happy new month to you guys, even though it's the 2nd of October, but I'm saying happy new month to everyone. I love you guys so much, guys. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe to it. I have a project going on and I hope that you guys will come along with me on this journey. It's going to be great. I actually have a promo video on my channel, so you can watch that and that will give you a glimpse of what to look forward to. Now, why am I here, guys? I discovered a show. I discovered a mini series on YouTube channel called Best Friend in the World. Best Friend in the World is so good. It takes you back into the old day loves, like all them secondary school love days, and you meeting a guy, just one, like, educational. Is very good. Like, they're not professional, but I love it because I can see myself in them. Like, guys, oh my god, it's just so good. So I discovered the show, say 3-4 months ago, and I binge watched it like over 2 days, like up until the first term and the second term. I kind of watched them over the times, like over the 2 days, and then that's it. I was hooked. I was tied down. I was hooked to my YouTube. So I have my notification bell on so that whenever the video drops, I'm number one to get there, like straightforward, anytime, any day. So why I'm actually doing this video, guys, can you imagine? Just imagine this. Episode 19 dropped yesterday. I actually was watching the premiere as the way, like, I was watching with everyone. I was commenting, but guys, come on, it was annoying. Some of you guys were giving us all the spoilers in the comment section. I don't want to listen to the spoilers. Like, I don't want you to share the spoilers with me over there. Let's be nice. Be very nice. But guys, since yesterday I watched it, I actually wanted to do a review yesterday. That's how good I was, guys. That's how good I loved it. Every character has evolved. These are young people that are putting effort out there. The story was actually written by one of the sisters, and they're young. These are young people that came up with this idea. The storyline is perfect. The characters have evolved. I loved it to the beats. Like, I'm excited. So if I make a mistake, you will pardon me, because when you now watch it, you will know what I mean. If you haven't subscribed to Neptune 3 Studios, it's on YouTube, Best Friend in the World, go join them. It's perfect. It's lovely. So now let's get into it, because the whole point while I am here today is so that we can review. Let's review each one of them. Guys, I have to say, for me, each episode, I always try to bring one or two things out. So for episode 19, because I couldn't keep calm, I've got my two couples coming down together. Yeah, everybody's now in love, even though some people are losing their loved ones, but it's okay. It's all good. We will supplement it all together. So it started with the scene. The first scene is actually Esther and her mom. Esther, so the best friend in the world is literally 3 guys together. It's Adam, it's Esther, and then it's Olive. I love Olive so much. So it's 3 of them, and those are my best friends. Like, that's the definition of best friend. People that stick together and try to find solutions together. So let's start with the first scene. The first scene is just Esther and her mom. It's so nice to see Esther's mom, because I feel like it's been so long we've been waiting, but we've seen Olive's mom, but we haven't seen Esther's mom. So to see the relationship between Esther and her mom saying, oh my god, you like a guy called Archie, and then she was like, wait mom, how do you know? It just reminds me about myself and my mom, because it's just exciting, it's lovely, it's perfect. I love everything to do with it. So that's number one thing. It's nice to see the relationship of Esther and her mom. Then we go into the second scene. The second scene was so nice also. You've got what's it called? You've got Olive. Olive and Esther together. Olive is so nice and she's so cute. When I saw the red cap, I knew that something was up. Like no joke. I knew that she has done something. You know, this girl, she likes to she likes adventure. She likes to try new things. So I wasn't surprised when eventually we get to see exactly what Mrs. Olive was up to. But I could tell. But two things I want you to take away from the scene is actually because that particular scene, you can take two things. You've got Olive and Esther just talking about, oh, how nice, whatever they're munching on. I forgot. I think it's like peanuts or something like that. How it's nice and everything. And then how her mom, she was complaining to Olive how her mom was just in her business. But then eventually they saw Archie with a lady. Now this lady was looking fine. Like when I said fine, she was fine to the capacity of being fine. She's got the frontier and the backyard. Like my lady was giving you everything tea. So so she was really, really good. That is Esther. And while they were talking, they saw Archie with this other lady, in which we don't know who the lady is at this point anyway. So immediately I took two things from the scene. You've got Esther asking Olive, why are you wearing the heart? She was like, no, it's just like I'm trying to cover the sun or something like that. While you've got Esther, at the same time, they saw Archie with the lady, and Esther was like, oh my god, straight immediately she went into assumptions. She went into conclusion like, this guy is cheating on me. You ain't even dating yet. Like, you ain't even dating and you think he's cheating on you or whatever. So it was cute to see, but every time I watch the show, I like to take 2 or 3 things from it. And at that point in time, I was like, insecurity and assumptions. Insecurity of the fact that even though Olive, whatever she was hiding, anyway, it was something that she did naturally. She wanted to explore. She's the lady of adventure. Yet she was still insecure about the step that she's made. And then you've got what do you call our lady Mother Teresa Esther. You've got Mother Teresa Esther just be like, do you know what, Archie's cheating on me. So at that point I was like, insecurity and assumptions, so not good. Those two things are negative. So that was the second scene. The third scene, you've got great it was the classroom scene, and there was not much going on there, except they told us that Grace is not coming back. And guys, wait, I actually think we put this on ourselves. You know when they told us to all donate and we all didn't? Grace is gone. And I told you people, I do not understand. Neptune 3 Studio, I'm begging you tonight. Biko, please bring Grace back. Please, for our own sanity, please do. Because I love David and Grace so much. Even though, if I fast forward to the scene where Olive's mom was talking to her, I actually agree with what she was saying anyway. But yeah, that was also nice. I loved everything to do with that. But the main thing was that she was able to I've lost track, sorry. The main thing was that you've got the teacher was telling them that Grace is not coming back, and the other two guys that was in the last episode 18, the superstars, they're not coming back. Superstars, I don't care, but you know, Grace, please, Biko, I want everybody to have happily ever after. So that's that one. And then number scene 3, I'm just gonna fast forward. Actually, before I go to, yeah, this is scene 3. In this is scene 3, we also saw the teacher was telling Olive that, Olive, you have to take off your hat, in which she was sitting right in front of in front of the class, and she took off her hat, and then it's like, her hair is gone. I was like, Olive, why did you shave your hair? Why did you shave your hair? Guys, it was hilarious. She shaved her hair. Olive, take by me, but it was nice. It was cute, but you can see the surprise of the whole world. like the whole classroom, everyone was very shocked, like, oh my God, it's Olive, where's your hair gone? And then you've seen the people that really loves you are going to accept you for who you are. Like the first thing that Esther did was run to her, like, what did you do? Then the same thing as the same thing as our boy Adam. He did the same thing. He ran to her and it's like, what have you done, girl? But it's just so nice. I love these people so much. And that was that scene. In that scene, I just let me just point out to you guys, no matter what your insecurities are, the moment the world knows, they either accept you or they don't. And even when they don't, you will still have your people that surround you that are still rooting for you. And that's one thing that I learned about it. Like the whole classroom were like, oh my God, why you've got Adam and Esther. A lot of people, a lot of our friends were there for her. So that was good. That was scene 3 done. Scene 4, I don't want to spend long on this. We have to fast forward because the most exciting place, or the exciting scene, is coming. So scene 4 is the cafeteria where they were talking about you've got Olive, you've got Adam, and then you've got Olive, Adam, and what do you call it, and Esther, and they were sitting together and just discussing about Grace leaving, why she won't tell everyone. Come to think of it, how does Maria knows that Grace, like, how does she see Grace that night? Oh wait, I actually think that they live in the same compound, don't they? I think they live in the same compound, so it definitely, yeah, she saw Grace, so that's how she knows. But either way, Grace is gone, guys. Number 3, please be cool, just bring Grace back for our own sanity. Scene 4, they were talking about that, and Esther has I have to say, in this episode, Esther has some good lines. Like she was like, you see, because I think Olive was like, oh my God, poor David. And while she was saying poor David, you've got Esther. Esther was like, oh my God, what do you mean? You've got some people that are mourning their loss, and then you've got some people like Archie who are ready to just start breaking people's heart. The relationship hasn't even started. I was cracking up. My girl was rooting. She was raging on the inside, like literally. But she was so cute. I love Esther. I'm a spitting image of Esther. I can see myself in her. So that's a good character for myself. And then Esther told Olive, why did you cut your hair? Like, why would you do this to yourself? And Olive said she wanted to try something new. She was like, trying something new is you dyeing your hair pink, purple, yellow. It this one that you want to go and now shave your head, but head low to shave. I was laughing, guys. I just couldn't keep calm. She was so cute, though. No, she was so cute. It was lovely. But I love the scene. I just love the romance in between the 3 of them. I always like the chemistry in between the 3. And then one of my favorite scene is the party scene. So then we go into the party scene. The party scene is a party was being held at Oliver's, and Olive, Grace, Romeo, David, and all the other boys. Adam was still there. Adam was there also. So you've got them. They were chit-chatting. The girls were by themselves. The guys were playing games. And they were just so cute. They were talking about Archie and Esther. And I feel like Esther has much more in her. Like, come on, get a brave heart, confront your guy, have a conversation with him. But this girl did not do anything. She just assumed whoever this guy was arguing, that has to mean that he's cheating on me, which is wrong. Ladies, we don't have to be doing that now, but they're still young. We're all still growing up. So but honest to God, I see the honesty in Esther. I can tell that Esther really likes him, and well, we could tell before, but it shows there was love floating all around the hair. So it was very, very good. And then we moved on to the guys. Oh no, don't let me skip this. Olive was so cute. Olive had a moment of thought, and she was thinking in her mind how Adam has changed. I have to say, Adam has changed. Adam normally is always very uptight, especially being the environment that he grew up in. If you see his dad, Adam's dad is very uptight with him. He's very like on the go with his kids. But now seeing Adam trying to discover himself, also knowing that there is a girl beside him that he knows that he can also care for, even though Olive didn't say anything. But it's just so beautiful to see that side of Adam. Since the last episode, I've been seeing the involvement of Adam character. So Olive also had the same. Apparently, I wasn't the only one watching the cute guy. Like, I love me some Adam. So Adam, if you're single, just come and take me. So Olive also had the same, and it's just so beautiful to see. So she had a thought like, oh my God, he's so carefree, he's so happy, he's so different. And that's coming from a place of love. You know, you're looking at the person that you have an interest in, and you're just looking at the good things that you love about them and everything. While she was thinking about that, that's when you have little Miss Esther here grabbing the pillows and just being like, okay, let's play another game. So they went into playing another game, something to do with the bottle game. I never recommend the bottle game, but now, I will play the bottle game if it means truth or dare. So they played the bottle game, and the bottle game was much more like, I think it was no, it was Romeo first. Romeo had to lick the shoe, then it turned go all ahead to Maria, then from Maria back to Romeo, from Romeo back to Maria, back to Romeo, from Romeo back to Esther, from Esther back to Olive. Now, Olive is the one that I want to talk about. When the bottle turned to Olive, it was Romeo asking Olive, and Romeo told Olive, what, like, truth or dare? She was like, dare. And a dare was, I want the guy next to you to kiss you, like give you a peck or something like that. Guys, to think that, like, at the game, the truth actually came out. You've got Maria, when they told Maria, tell me the truth, would you like most, or would you have a crush on? Everyone was like, Adam, of course, duh. She was ashamed, but everybody knew that you have a crush on Adam. It's just, you can't hide that anymore. Then the next one was the next one was Romeo telling Grace that, look at how long we waited to see what Romeo wanted to tell Grace, and now we finally found out it was because he liked Olive, in which we all knew anyway. But I don't see Olive and Romeo. I'm sorry. I'm much more like Adam and Olive. I'm sorry. Shakespeare has given Romeo Juliet. It is not my problem that they did not make it true. Romeo, go and find your Juliet. Now, Adam, please carry your Olive. We don't want, it's even match. You know Adam and Eve in the Bible. This one is just O at the beginning. Olive and Adam, please, let's just go. So, so that's that one. Then we have, I love the peck. The peck was so beautiful. Now, come to think of it, Romeo was the one that initiated the peck. He was the one that was daring, that was putting the question out to Olive, and he decided to choose that particular questions. So guys, don't you want to tell me that he actually knew that she likes him, that she likes Adam? If you get what I mean, it seems like Romeo knew that Olive liked Adam. So since Olive liked Adam, why not just like initiate it, so that way it will spark a little bit of connections in between them. And that's the thing, everybody could read it, everybody knows about it, everybody knows that Olive and Adam are meant to be together. Nobody should even question me with that one. I am telling you people, if anybody come to me, we will fight too. I cannot. Olive and Adam, they have to be together. Olive and Adam, anytime, any day, any moment. It's just have to happen. Neptune 3, do not be changing the story. I knew, and I know that I know in my soul that they are meant to be together. Let's not change anything. So that happened, and it was so cute. That little moment of them just having a banter back and forth, you know, the way Olive was like, Adam, make it fat, and he was like, yes ma. You know, those little moments, I love it. It's just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And he gave her a peck, which was so cute. Hallelujah. He gave her a peck, and it was just so beautiful. So then that was it. I think they kind of finished the scene on that side of Olive and Adam. See, from that moment, Olive, you can tell that Olive is trying to come to terms with it, with the fact that she actually might like Adam. Like, maybe I can give him a shot or something like that. It's scary, but it's doable, guys. It is. So then we fast forward. And then oh, by the way, at the game, what's it called? What's the name of my auntie? Esther, Madam Teresa Esther. She actually, Maria dared Esther to kiss the first guy that she sees in school the second day. And fast forward to the second day, the first guy that she sees, guys, I was nervous for Esther because I was like, Jesus, imagine if it's Julius. If it was Julius Caesar that was there, Olomaje, I was like, God forbid, it cannot happen. So, but then it turns out it was Archie, our guy. So Archie and Esther had their first kiss. Oh, it's just so beautiful. I'm going to take a step back here and just say, let me tell you what I love about the storyline. Esther has always been insecure about her body. She's a chubby girl like myself. She's very insecure. She's like, she questioned whether she's beautiful, whether she's worth it, whether a guy would ever see her being beautiful. And to think that it was actually Esther that got a guy first, even though we know that Adam is in the picture. To know that Esther actually had a guy being interested in her. I like the fact that Neptune 3 and the Triple J Plus, they didn't focus just only on Olive, even though Olive is the main character. The fact that you can see Esther involved and being acceptance of herself. I love an episode where Adam told her, why are you lying to yourself? You're so beautiful, you're very confident, you have your own downtown, but so does Olive. So there's always so good things that are good in these two ways. And I like the fact that Esther actually got a kiss before our main girl, Olive. I love them two together anyway, and I love the way the story is evolving right now. So Archie got a kiss and he couldn't understand why would she kiss him, even though she has been avoiding his call all this while. Then we'll move on to scene 7. Then we'll move on to scene 7 where Olive and her mom are talking, and I love their conversation. I always love their conversation. During this conversation, the only thing I can take out of it is the fact that she was telling Olive that, Olive, listen, people like Grace are not people I want to keep around. You can be kind to them, but you don't want to keep them around because they can't make up their mind. They're like left and right. They don't have a focus. They don't have anything. So because of that, you want to be cautious of how you handle them. You want to be cautious of the energy that you keep around you. The efforts that you're putting into this type of friendship is not worth it. So you want to move backwards from it. And I love that. That all saying is so typical nowadays. You see people making an effort into a friendship that's not even worth it. I'm not saying Grace is not worth it, but Grace has a tendency of getting Olive in trouble. If she's not in trouble, then Grace is leaving. If it's not this, like, which one do you want to do? That's the question. And that's the way I see the whole thing. And then now let's go into scene. So that's the only thing that I can take from there. It was nice to see them two together also. Then Esther and Archie. Esther had to come into a confession to Mr. Archie as to the fact that, why did you kiss me? What was the kiss all about? What was this and that? She said it was a dare. So you would kiss anyone that you see the first day in school. I was like, Miss Esther, you didn't have to do that. But you are Mother Teresa, so nobody can question you. But she was so cute. Esther was really, really cute, and she's just gorgeous. And then Archie was like, I really like you. And if it's about the girl, she's my cousin. So since she's my cousin, can we just let this go and just know that I love you? Now, guys, what are we going to do about Julius? Julius needs to go. Julius is giving me a dick. He's literally giving me a dick. Julius needs to go. I don't care what anybody says. Julius, please, I love you, but is it just me, or in my mind I think about him as stinky boy? But I think he is stinky, isn't he? He's the stinky guy. I'm not sure, guys. Let me know. What do you think? Is he stinky or not? I think he's the stinky guy. So, yeah, Julius obviously have to mess things up as usual. But at least we know that now they are boyfriend, Archie and our girl Esther, they are boyfriend and girlfriend. So that one was cute to see. Then we move on to them going into their PE. They went to PE, and during PE, they were able to talk about PE is their physical activities. Um, um, they were able to talk about. I think they were talking about love, the fact that David is devastated, that Grace has left, and then you've got the other side of the history with little Miss Esther saying that I've learned my lesson never to come to an assumption again or a conclusion, because she just assumed that this guy was dating the girl, and it's not. They're just cousins. So that was cute to see. And Olive saying that love is unpredictable, and I think that's Olive talking to herself in that scene. I actually think that's Olive saying that love is really unpredictable. Love is something that you can't control. Love is something that you really have to, you don't budget for it. It just happens. So even though it's not love at first sight, even though it's not the person that you're expecting to love, it just happens and you just can't control it. And I think those are some words that you want to keep just when it happens for you. And we saw Sarah leaving again. Sarah just needs to stay. Like, you've got Grace that's gone. Sarah is leaving again. And the guys, obviously, Esther left with Archie. Sarah left with Olive and Adam. And they decided to, obviously, go get some ice cream. So, guys, I skipped some scenes. There will be the drug scenes. I'm not very into the drugs and everything. I do know that people have to watch it. Drugs is not good for you, so don't go into it. I'm watching a show on Netflix right now that is about Tomboy, and guys, I do not recommend anyone to go into drugs. It's not good for you at all. With that being said, let's go to my last review tonight. My last ever review. Guys, it's the last scene. The last scene where you have Olive and Adam. Adam being a gentleman, he opened the gate for Olive to go in first. They got in, and I just love the conversation in between them two. Do you know how many times I replayed that particular scenes? I kept replaying. I replayed it so much. I said it to Neptune Studio. I said it and I commented. I will try and get 5 million people onto their channel. It's so beautiful to see. When they got in, Olive was like, Adam knowing Olive, Adam was like, do you know what? What's going on? She was like, no, nothing. Just tell me. She said, I've been thinking about what? Well, I've been thinking about life. No. She said, I've been thinking a lot. I've had a lot on my mind. To think that I'm trying to discover myself. I'm trying to work on myself. I'm trying to figure out where the hell am I going in this world. Then suddenly I found myself in the middle of love triangle. And this love triangle happened to be my best friend and one of my friends. How does one handle that? I feel like I hold the key to happiness between them two, which is true. Little Mrs. Yes, you do. It is Romeo or Adam, but by the way, Romeo had Juliet. So after she said that, Adam said, but what conclusions have you made? She said, I've made a conclusion to make myself happy, which I love that. It has to be you first. What do I want? What does Olive want? And I think that's one important key. So when she said that, obviously Mr. Adam was like, okay, that's good. And then she took a step back. I love her confession to Adam. The fact that she was able to tell the guy, come on now, you've changed. You've changed. It felt like a weight have been lifted off your shoulder. If we all flash back to one of the episodes where Adam actually told Olive that he likes Olive and everything, he did said it. He said, at least he knows that he has confessed his own part. He just needed Olive to come around with it. And Olive, at the beginning, I was thinking, okay, she's going to go for, obviously, Mr. Romeo. But Romeo had Juliet. I will continue to say it. Juliet and Romeo, they are meant to be together. Forget this nonsense that has something to do with Romeo. Let Romeo go and find Juliet. You come and collect your Adam. That's it. Shikini. And with that being said, she did it. And what was I saying? I went off there. So obviously she was like, I'm going to make myself happy, and I've seen that you've changed. Being with the guys have changed you. You're much more happy now. You're less tense. You're carefree. You're just, it's just there's just something about you. And for somebody to figure out there's something about someone, you must have watched them from A to Z. Like you're watching their character and everything. So that was beautiful to see. And then eventually she was like, they had a moment of pause. Like the music was going. Guys, my heart was dropping with them. Like my heart was like, then eventually, she was like, I like you. And obviously Adam was like, I like you too. If I don't like you, I won't be standing next to you. my guy was too extra. She was like, if I don't he was like, if I don't like you, I won't be standing next to you. But she was like, no. She grabbed his hands. She was like, I like you. It is you that I like. Guys, I fainted. I was finished. You know when Neptune 3 wants to finish you, Triple J Plus, when they want to finish you, that's all you have to do. Because then I was like, what the hell in the name of God? I kept replaying and replaying and replaying, and I replayed almost like, I don't know, I can't count, and I won't lie to you guys. But that last scene was so beautifully written, beautifully acted. These guys did well. And obviously, because I spent so much time with it, on that last scene, you can tell that I'm a big fan of Romeo. No, a big fan of Adam and Olive, not Romeo. Adam and Olive. So, and that was the last scene of episode 19. The most the most beautiful thing about this scene is the fact that every character has evolved. Every characters are now perfect. It's just beautiful, and I loved it. Guys, it's my first ever review for you guys. Take it or leave it. If you haven't subscribed to Triple J Plus and Neptune 3 Studio on YouTube channel, I will link it below. Go and watch this episode. Again, they're not overly professional, but it's perfect, because I said to myself, if I cannot have my home Romeo and Juliet, Olive and Adam in reality, I might as well just be watching this Neptune video. I didn't have all this love story when I was in secondary school. It was back in the days. Then in Nigeria, your parents would be like, I sent you to school, you're talking about a guy. I sent you to school, you're talking about this. So, but now to see these beautiful couples, I was just like, I didn't get to do this, but it's so nice to watch. If secondary school nowadays are like that, to me, I want to go back home. I just came back from work. I'm recording this video late night, so I'm sorry guys if the quality is not the best, but take me as I am. This is my review to you guys. Let's watch it. I'm looking forward to episode 20. Neptune 3 Studio, don't play jokes with me. Let's just bring Adam and Olive together, bring Grace back to David, bring Esther and Archie together. Let everybody be happy, and then we can now rest our case. I promise you the next review on this, if you want to see it, click the subscribe button and let me know if truly you enjoyed it, and I will do much more of this. But this one, you can call it ranting, you can call it review. Either way, I have done my home part, so go and subscribe. It is very beautiful. My God, my heart, my chest is still racing. Olive and Adam is there the best. All right, guys, this is all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed it and you learned one or two things. So with that being said, go subscribe to Neptune 3's videos YouTube channel. Also subscribe to my new YouTube channel. I've got a project going on, and I'm telling you, you're going to like it. I'm going to be talking about various topics. So I hope you guys enjoyed everything that I just said today. Until next time, have a blessed night. Remember, God loves you. Love thyself, and spread the love to everyone.